Welcome to streaming coverage.
Streaming coverage, and we'll be here all afternoon keeping you along with us along the storm here. And we've gotten some reports that perhaps we can't confirm this yet, that there might be some thunder snow in Middletown. We got a viewer email just seconds ago, and Middletown is under one of these persistent bands, Mark.
This is true. So you see these dark, deep shades of blue. That's where the heaviest snow, of course, is coming down across Connecticut. We've got a couple batches. The one that Melissa's looking at right now is basically up and down Interstate 91. So in and around Hartford, New Britain, down Route 9, Berlin, Cromwell, Middletown, and then, the Wilbur Cross, all the way 91 south into New Haven, and then all up and down Eastern Connecticut, 395, up to the Rhode Island border. Very heavy snow. That's going to, of course, add up, but it's also reducing visibility. And then that's, just the snow. You factor in this wind that's really intense. That's going to also, of course, blow the snow around and make the visibility even worse.
We had a report of 15 inches in Canterbury, but that was a while ago. So Canterbury, if you're watching us or listening to us, let us know if anything's changed. This is the area, Mark, where we could see 18 inches or even a little bit more of snow.
Yeah, so if we'll just go right to our snow map and our forecast map, and it kind of, explains what we're just seeing here on radar, that the heaviest is going to be across the eastern half of the state, and 12, 18 inches for sure. And the jackpot from Winter Storm Bobby is going to be to our east throughout, say, even eastern Rhode Island into southeastern Massachusetts. That's where there could be 2 feet of snow measured.
So this is our map, and it really hasn't changed a lot, really since yesterday morning, afternoon time?
Yeah, it's been pretty consistent.
So the forecast is really moving along just as we were anticipating over the last 24 hours or so, with, again, the highest totals, as Mark was just saying, in eastern Connecticut. And in the west, not as much. We got a snowfall email in from Canaan not too long ago, where there's only 4 inches, and in Danbury, only 3 inches. So you get the idea. The further east you go across the state, that's where it's really piling up. And we've actually been seeing blizzard conditions in parts of New London County with the blowing and drifting snow. And again, blizzard warning continues there, where we have winter storm warnings in effect for the rest of the state throughout this evening. So in order to have an official blizzard or blizzard conditions officially confirmed, this is the criteria. For at least 3 hours, sustained winds or frequent gusts of 30 miles per hour or greater, which we've seen in New London County, as well as considerable falling or blowing snow, reducing the visibility to less than 1/4 mile for a period of time, which we've also seen. And here's the wider perspective, and you can see the area of low pressure just offshore here, kind of cranking up and scooting off to the north and east. Will eventually take the snow along with it, but it's going to take some time. It's starting to wind down just over the Connecticut border into New York, some lighter snow here, but we're going to watch it kind of ending from west to east across the state as we go on through the afternoon. So here's 4 p.m. on Futurecast, and basically the storm is over in terms of the snow. The winds will still be blowing, but in terms of the snow for western Connecticut, both Fairfield County and Litchfield County, and starting to wind down in Hartford County and Middlesex County and New Haven County. Then as we go to 6, 7 o'clock tonight, we'll still be left with some snow in northeastern and eastern Connecticut, but shortly thereafter, we really start to see some improvement too. And even later tonight, we're talking about clearing skies. It's going to be a cold night. The winds will still be up right through tomorrow morning. We'll start to notice the winds lessening tomorrow afternoon. So for all the kids who want to go outside and play in the snow, go do some sledding, tomorrow afternoon will be better. The sun will be out. The winds will be less. The air temperature will still be cold, so they'll need to bundle up, but it won't be as brutal as what we're seeing out there today.
So just got a report in, 12.1 inches in Essex. So wow, Essex at the 1 foot mark. So perfect. So wind gusts as we head through the afternoon, 35, 45 miles an hour. Really statewide, we have seen some gusts up to 55. The greatest winds likely confined to eastern and southeast Connecticut, but perhaps some of the higher elevations of northwest Connecticut as well. As we head past sunset and through the evening hours, as the storm begins lifting away from southern New England, not only will the snow wrap up, the clouds will clear out, and the wind will begin to diminish. Tomorrow, a breezy start, nowhere near as windy as today, and then throughout the day tomorrow, we're expecting wind gusts through a good part of the day, only between, say, 10 and 15, 20 miles an hour. So visibility across the state right now, like 1/4 mile visibility, New Haven, Meriden, Chester, Willimantic, and Groton. So, with the wind and these poor visibilities, those are essentially blizzard conditions. We need it, of course, as Melissa mentioned, for a 3-hour period of time. So, you know, it's a brief kind of like blizzard-like feel. So.
Yeah, so we're just going to continue to see things kind of rough for the next few hours, but between about 4 and 7, I think we're going to lighten up the intensity of everything across the state. And by later tonight, we'll be looking a whole lot better.
All right, so that's the latest from here. We'll send things back over to Kara.